Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the Service Dog channel. Considering all the complications life can bring us, a service dog can be a lifeline, helping us to navigate the challenges we face. To get one of these invaluable partners, the first step is to establish your status as a disabled person. This involves considering comprehensive medical information such as diagnoses, treatment plans, and possibly functional limitation assessments. By collecting evidence that proves the presence of a disability, you can open the door to the world of service dogs, unlocking a realm of newfound independence and empowerment. The decision to welcome a service dog into your life is a significant one that requires careful consideration of personal circumstances. Physical abilities, emotional readiness, and financial resources all play a crucial role in determining whether a service dog is a viable option for you. To acquire a service dog, you can choose from various methods, including self-training with the aid of books or videos, participating in a hybrid program that combines self-training with expert guidance, hiring a professional dog trainer, or applying to a program that provides a fully trained service dog. The Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA, defines disability broadly to include a wide range of impairments. However, determining whether you qualify as a disabled person under the ADA can be a little confusing. Let's look at the key criteria established by the ADA to determine if you have a disability and the challenges that you could face in establishing your status. According to the ADA, a person with a disability is an individual who has a physical or mental impairment that substantially limits one or more major life activities, has a record of such an impairment, or is regarded as having such an impairment. The impairment must significantly restrict a major life activity. Major life activities include functions such as walking, seeing, hearing, speaking, breathing, learning, working, sleeping, and caring for oneself. The impairment must be substantial, meaning it significantly limits the ability to perform the major life activity compared to the average person. The definition of disability is broad, and specific criteria can be difficult to interpret. You might struggle to determine whether your impairment substantially limits a major life activity. To get a service dog, some programs require that your disability be documented. This can involve giving them your medical records, providing them with expert opinions, or other evidence to demonstrate the nature and extent of your impairment. The determination of your disability can be subjective and could vary depending on the specific circumstances of your case. You may also face discrimination and stigma. You might be hesitant to disclose your impairments for fear of negative consequences such as discrimination in employment or education. This can make it difficult for you to access accommodations and support your need to fully participate in society by getting a service dog. By understanding the ADA's definition of disability and the challenges associated with establishing your disability status, you can take steps to protect your rights and ensure equal opportunities. Now, choosing the right method to obtain a service dog depends on several different factors, including your physical capabilities, mental preparedness, and financial resources. The decision to get a service dog is a major one that requires careful consideration because it will impact every aspect of your life and relationships for maybe 10 or 15 years. Beyond the emotional and companionship benefits, you must evaluate the physical, mental, and financial aspects of yourself and the method you choose for getting a service dog to ensure they're compatible. Let me provide some guidance based on my own experience on how you can decide your suitability for a service dog. Physically, are you able to take care of a dog? This is paramount for a successful service dog partnership. It's imperative that you possess the physical capabilities to handle the dog's weight, size, and energy level. This includes the ability to possibly lift, carry, and maneuver the dog, as well as providing necessary care such as grooming and exercise. You have to be able to clean up after the dog when it relieves itself. Physical factors to consider when deciding which method to use for getting a service dog are your physical strength. Can you lift and carry the dog if necessary? Your mobility. Can you walk, stand, and sit for extended periods? Your endurance. Can you keep up with the dog's energy level? Your flexibility. Can you bend, kneel to care for the dog? Your sensory abilities. Can you see or hear well enough to interact with the dog, or would you have somebody available to help you with that every day? Mentally, a service dog requires a significant amount of time, energy, and emotional investment. You must be prepared to dedicate yourself to the dog's training, care, and well-being. Mental factors to consider when deciding which method to use for getting a service dog are time commitment. Are you able to devote time to training, exercise, and grooming? Emotional readiness. Are you prepared for the emotional attachment and eventual loss of your service dog? Patience. Do you have the patience to train a dog and address behavioral issues without losing your temper? Consistency. Are you able to maintain consistent routines and expectations for the dog? Adaptability. Can you adapt to changes in your lifestyle or the dog's behavior? Financially, service dogs can be expensive to acquire, train, and maintain. You must be prepared to cover upfront costs as well as ongoing expenses. Financial factors to consider when deciding which method to use for getting a service dog are acquisition cost. Can you afford the initial purchase price, adoption fees, or travel expenses? Training cost. Are you able to cover the cost of professional training, a program dog, or self-training tools like training treats, special harnesses, collars, leashes, clickers, etc.? Ongoing expenses. Can you afford food, veterinary care, equipment, and other recurring costs? Insurance. Are you able to obtain health insurance coverage for the dog in case of accidents or illnesses? Accessibility. Can you afford necessary modifications to your home or environment to accommodate the dog? By carefully evaluating these physical, mental, and financial factors, you can better determine whether you're prepared to integrate a service dog into your life and which method of getting a service dog is best for you. It's important to remember that a service dog is a significant commitment, and it's essential to be realistic about the challenges and rewards involved. Consulting with a service dog provider or current handler, as well as a mental health professional, can also be helpful in making this decision. Once you've decided that a service dog is right for you, your first task could be to choose a suitable dog or assess a dog you already have to determine if it has the right temperament. Here are just a few resources online that can help. You can pause the video and take a screenshot of these websites. The first option for getting a service dog is self-training. This option is appropriate for people with the following conditions. Mentally, this method demands patience, consistency, and a strong understanding of dog behavior. Persons with limited mental capacity or those who struggle with learning may find this method difficult. Physically, this method requires physical stamina and dexterity to handle and train the dog. If you have limited physical capabilities, you may find it challenging. Financially, self-training can be the least expensive method. So if your financial resources are limited, this would be your best option. However, don't take the leap if you can't afford the necessary basics I previously mentioned, like high-quality dog food, vet bills, health insurance for your dog, gear, and general supplies. Self-training a service dog can be a rewarding and empowering experience for you. It allows for a deep connection and personal training approach tailored to your specific needs. Here's a general overview of the self-training process, and I recommend getting books or finding a video series to help you. Self-training may look something like this. Understanding basic commands. Start with basic obedience commands like sit, stay, come, down, and heel. These form the building blocks for more complicated tasks. I prefer to use positive reinforcement techniques such as treats, toys, or praise to reward desired behaviors. Task-specific training. Focus on training tasks related to your disability. For example, if you have mobility limitations, you might train your dog to open doors, fetch items, or provide physical assistance. If you have PTSD, you might train your dog to stand behind you to keep other people from getting too close, remind you to take medication, bring you out of a flashback, or interrupt self-destructive behaviors. Public exposure. Gradually introduce your dog to various environments and situations to help generalize their training. Practice tasks in different settings such as grocery stores, restaurants, and public transportation. Specifically, work with your dog on ignoring distractions and focusing on its duties. Consistency and patience. Self-training requires consistency and patience. Set clear expectations, use consistent commands, and be prepared for setbacks. Celebrate small victories and maintain a positive attitude throughout the training process. I highly recommend keeping a training book to record goals and track progress. Professional guidance. While self-training is possible, seeking guidance from qualified trainers or service dog organizations can be beneficial. They can offer advice, provide resources, and help identify potential challenges or help you get past problem areas. Safety and well-being. Prioritize the safety and well-being of both you and your dog. Ensure the dog is physically and mentally healthy. I prefer to use training methods that avoid harsh techniques. I believe this builds trust. There may be times that you need training assistance from family or friends when working on certain tasks like teaching the dog to get help. Remember, self-training a service dog takes time and effort. Be patient, persistent, and enjoy the journey of building a strong bond with your faithful companion. With dedication and the right approach, you can successfully train your service dog to meet your specific needs and enhance your independence. The second option for getting a service dog is by using a hybrid training program. I'm not a professional dog trainer, but I trained one of my service dogs using the hybrid training system. This option is appropriate for people with the following conditions. Mentally, the hybrid program can be a good option for individuals who want to learn training techniques and also benefit from the support of a trainer. Physically, this method combines self-training with trainer guidance, offering a balance between physical involvement and professional guidance. Keep in mind, it's still as physically demanding as self-training. Financially, the cost of a hybrid program can vary depending on the extent of the trainer's involvement and the length of the program. Even so, it'll be more affordable than hiring a full-time trainer, but still require a significant investment. A hybrid training program could mean weekly or monthly sessions with a trainer followed by intensive at-home practice. Here are the general steps involved in this process. Assessment and goal setting. Work with a qualified trainer to assess your individual needs and set specific goals for your service dog. This involves identifying tasks the dog will need to perform and determining the appropriate training methods. Initial training. The trainer will provide basic training, teaching obedience commands, and introducing your dog to specific tasks. This may involve individual sessions or group classes. Skill building. Once the basics are established, the focus shifts to building skills relevant to your disability. The trainer will provide guidance and support while you practice these tasks with your dog. This may involve role-playing scenarios or practicing in a public setting. Independent practice. Between training sessions, you'll be responsible for practicing the task with your dog independently. The trainer will provide you with exercises and resources to reinforce the training and address any challenges. Progress monitoring. Regular check-ins with your trainer are essential to monitor progress and make adjustments as needed. The trainer can give you feedback, offer additional guidance, and help you stay on track towards your goals. Public access training. As your dog becomes proficient in their tasks, the trainer will help you prepare for public access. This involves training your dog to behave appropriately in various environments and situations such as stores, restaurants, and public transportation. Ongoing maintenance. Even after completing the training program, it's important to continue practicing with your service dog to maintain their skills and ensure they're always ready to assist you. Consider attending refresher courses or seeking additional training as needed. A hybrid training program offers a flexible and personalized approach to training your service dog. By combining self-training with professional guidance, you can gain the skills and confidence needed to build a strong partnership with your service dog. The third option for getting a service dog is hiring a professional trainer to do it for you. This option is appropriate for people with the following conditions. Mentally, working with a dog trainer can be beneficial for you if you struggle with training techniques, understanding dog behavior, or get frustrated or depressed easily. The trainer takes on most of the training role, and sometimes the dog might go live with the trainer. Physically, this method generally requires less physical involvement from you because the trainer handles most of the training. However, you still need to be able to interact with the dog, provide reinforcement, and practice with the dog to keep his skills sharp. Financially, hiring a dog trainer will be more expensive than self-training and hybrid training, especially if the trainer is highly specialized or charges premium rates. Choosing the right dog trainer to train your service dog is crucial for a successful partnership. Here's a general overview of using this method for training a service dog. Research and recommendations. Start by researching reputable dog trainers in your area who specialize in service dog training. Ask for recommendations from friends, family, or disability organizations. Look for trainers with experience working with service dogs and positive reviews. Insist that you speak with current or previous clients of theirs. Credentials and certifications. Verify the trainer's credentials and certifications. Look for trainers who have completed professional training programs or certifications in service dog training. This demonstrates their knowledge and expertise in the field. Training philosophy and methods. Inquire about the trainer's training philosophy and methods. I recommend hiring trainers that use positive reinforcement techniques and avoid harsh or aversive methods. Emphasizing positive reinforcement builds a strong bond and trust and creates a positive learning environment. Experience with disabilities. Ask about the trainer's experience working with individuals with disabilities. A trainer who has experience with your specific disability can better understand your unique needs and tailor the training accordingly. Meet and greet. Schedule a meeting with the trainer to discuss your goals and get a feel for their personality and approach. This will help you determine if there's a good fit between you, the trainer, and your dog. Cost. The cost of service dog training can vary significantly depending on the trainer's experience, location, and the complexity of the training. Expect to spend anywhere from a few $1,000s to several $1,000s for a comprehensive training program. Ask for an estimate of how long the training will take and how much you can expect to spend. I know they'll say it depends, but ask them for best case, worst case, and average cost. Contract. Before starting training, ensure you have a clear contract outlining the services to be provided, the cost, and the expected timeline. This will protect your rights and help avoid any misunderstandings. By following these steps and investing time and money into finding the right trainer, you can set your dog up for success and build a strong partnership that will benefit you both. The last option for getting a service dog is obtaining one from a program that provides a fully trained service dog to you. This option is appropriate for people with the following conditions. Mentally, the program method is suitable if you have limited time or resources for training a dog yourself, if you struggle with certain training techniques, or if you don't have the mental perseverance and dedication every day. Physically, this method requires minimal physical involvement from you because the program fully trains the dog. However, you'll still need to care for the dog and provide basic commands and practice to maintain your service dog skills. Financially, the program dogs can be very expensive because the programs often have significant cost and may require ongoing cost. However, the investment can be worthwhile for you if you need a fully trained service dog and are willing to pay for the convenience. It likely would cost you tens of thousands of dollars, but keep in mind that there do exist some programs that provide free dogs because they run on public donations. I recommend finding a program close to you because many of them require you to return to the facility so your dog can be tested to assure that they're in good health and have maintained proficiency in their skills. Some require you to fill out monthly reports for the first year, then gradually decrease the reporting frequency. The drawback to this method of obtaining a service dog is that there is typically a waiting list that will take anywhere from 1 to 3 years or longer. Ask how long their waiting list is currently running. Choosing the right professional service dog training program is a crucial step for you in seeking a fully trained service dog. Here's some guidance on how to select a program. Research and accreditation. Start by researching reputable service dog training programs in your area or state. Look for programs that are accredited by recognized organizations such as Assistance Dogs International, ADI, or the International Guide Dog Federation, IGDF. Accreditation ensures the program meets high standards of quality and training. Let's take a quick look at the ADI website at assistancedogsinternational.org. On the menu across the top, click on Members, then go down to Member Search. You'll get this screen where you can choose your country and state. Then, here's an example of some of the results you can get. Pause the video for a closer look. Next is Program Focus. Identify programs that specialize in training service dogs for your specific disability. Some programs focus on mobility assistance, visual impairment, hearing assistance, or other specific needs. Choose a program with expertise in the area that you need to ensure your dog is custom trained. Evaluation process. Understand the program's evaluation process for potential recipients. Some programs may require applicants to undergo a comprehensive evaluation to determine their suitability for a service dog and their ability to meet the program's requirements. Training methods. Ask about the training methods used by the program. Be sure they use positive reinforcement techniques and avoid harsh methods. Positive reinforcement will build a strong bond between you and your service dog and create a positive learning environment. Waiting list and time commitment. Be prepared for a waiting list. Many reputable programs have high demand. Research the average wait time and consider the time commitment required throughout the training process, which typically involves years. Cost. The cost of obtaining a fully trained service dog from a professional program can vary significantly depending on the program, the type of service dog, and your location. Expect to pay tens of thousands of dollars or even more for a fully trained service dog. Some programs offer financial assistance or payment plans to help offset the cost. Furthermore, some programs offer free dogs to a specific demographic of people. For example, free service dogs for veterans, people with autism, or people who are blind. Post-training support. Ask about the program's post-training support services. A reputable program will provide ongoing support and resources to help you and your service dog maintain the skills and bond you've developed. I had already had my program-trained dog for a few years when we ran into a behavioral issue. The program flew a trainer out to my home city to work with us at their expense. By carefully researching and selecting the right professional service dog training program, you can obtain a fully trained service dog that will give you independence and a great quality of life. While the process may involve significant wait times and a huge financial investment, the benefits of a well-trained service dog are invaluable. Remember, the best method for obtaining a service dog depends on your individual circumstances. If you have limited physical or mental capabilities, you might benefit from the program dog method or a professional trainer. If you have more time but limited financial resources, think about self-training or a hybrid program. Ultimately, the decision should be based on a careful evaluation of your physical, mental, and financial capabilities. Check out my playlist while you're folding laundry, doing dishes, working on the yard, or walking your dog. Subscribe to the Service Dog channel for more information like this.